Anyway, so before Dad interrupted me, I need to take this call. Hi, my name is Maria.
And I'm Alex.
And welcome back to Bulldog Bias. And where are we going?
We're going to the zombie apocalypse, known as Adelaide. I'm watching the Doggies play Port Adelaide this week, aren't we?
Exciting. My first interstate match watching football, so that's exciting.
Yeah, we're here.
I've done it before, we haven't done it as a family. My brother's here. George, do you want to come here?
Say hello.
Say hello.
Hello to my number 2 son.
Yes, Mr. Slaveman here.
Yeah. So we're going to Adelaide, and
We're in Ballarat at the moment.
We're in Ballarat at the moment, and so we'll be doing the show between each stopping points on our way to Adelaide. So.
Exactly. So we just from Ballarat. That's all for the moment, and we'll
catch up soon.
Catch up next stop. Catch you guys. Bye.
Hello, welcome to us in the car.
Yes, on our way to Moron Park.
Okay, stop. Okay, so on the first topic for discussion, we're going to be talking about Jason Johannisen's 150th game.
Yes, it was a great achievement by Jason. He never played football growing up. It was rugby in South Africa. South Africa. I saw a clip at the ground of him running. So it's obviously a very fast runner. And so congratulations to JJ. Well done, mate.
Yeah, so I have this an article about it. So it's like it said the 28-year-old was 28. He's 28.
It's hard to believe, yeah.
Right, I know we sort of seen him grown up in the club, haven't we?
We have, so yeah. I've seen all of them grow up.
Most of them, yeah. Well, I've seen most, not all of them. Not for me, anyway. You're older than I am, but
just a little bit.
Yeah. The 28-year-old was able to enjoy a special pre-game moment and celebrate post-match with his family after a memorable come-from-behind victory. So he's played for this club his whole career. Which is exciting.
Yeah.
So obviously he came from Johannesburg.
Yeah, we're actually we're passing a very ill-named park here in Ballarat called Victoria Park, so yes.
Yeah, no, it's what's your favourite
JJ moment?
The JJ moment? No Miss Miller?
No, against the Swans. I remember his first game back from an injury. I think we were down by 3 points or something, and he had a kick after the siren to win the game for us. Love that.
Yeah. Oh, after his hamstring injury?
Yeah,
I think it was the hamstring injury, wasn't it?
No, it was after he came back from a hamstring injury.
Yeah, when he came back from it, that's what I'm saying, he came back from a hamstring. Yeah, I think I remember that. Definitely valuable. He has a child now.
Yeah, look, I mean...
I feel like these people grow up and you kind of forget.
Yeah. So congratulations to JJ. We love you, man.
We hope you stay at the club until the end of your career because we do value you a lot. We love your speed. His speed is great.
Well, my most not so memorable JJ moment?
If it's not memorable, then why do you remember it?
Because the occasion was memorable. It was the 2016 grand final. He'd come down. He'd kicked the goal. It was given a goal. We were all jumping up and down on the spot like raven lunatics at the MCG. Then it get reviewed.
It got reviewed, yeah, okay. I kind of knew what's going on. Okay. Yeah. That's unfortunate, but you did get the Nonsense medal.
He did, yeah. So that's
the only Bulldogs player, and that's something to be proud of.
There's 2 Bulldogs players that have won Nonsense medals.
No?
Yeah. 1954. You forget about the 54 flag?
No, we didn't win any. No.
Yeah.
No?
Charlie Sutton was the Norm Smith medal winner that year.
Was he really?
Yeah, he was.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Well, we're at Aldi's in Ballarat, so we're going to get something.
He's the only living one. He's the only living one.
Only living one, yes.
He's the only...
True.
You are... That's for certain.
Yes,
Is Charlie Sutton?
No, he passed away many years ago.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I'm just on the off chance maybe he's still alive, but like...
Well, he used to own quite a few pubs, and they used to have some beers with Charlie, and the Epping was where we usually have to drink together. And he was no, not the Epping, there was a different one. I can't remember it.
You should every week you should have a lot of stories about the Bulldogs. You should probably just tell a story each week.
And I said to him, I said, in 54, we won the flag, blah, blah, blah. I said, 61, how did you feel when we lost? And he said, Alex, it was like I was actually... He didn't play that game because he was retired.
Oh, okay.
He goes, it felt like I was playing that game and I was gutted.
I feel like as spectators, and like especially coaches and ex-players, like if just watching it when it's a team you like, I feel like you kind of go through everything with the team as it's being done. But
yeah. And then I asked you, what was it like coaching the great EJ? Because he was his coach. He goes, he was the most talented footballer I've ever coached, and he used to sometimes get ahead of himself, and he was a great bloke.
Yeah, that's it for this topic. Next topic is... Actually, I have no idea. The Hunter update.
Oh, the Hunter update. Okay,
yep.
Done. We'll probably bring you that from Ararat.
Hello.
Hello.
So we are going to talk about the Lucky Hunter situation.
Broke his hand in the second half and played. Well, I don't want to give it away, but I gave him 2 votes for that. That was guts.
Right, yeah. Right. So he fractured, he had surgery to stabilize it?
I believe so, yeah.
But yeah, you saw him, like he kicked a goal and then when he grabbed the water bottle, he had to grab it with his other hand. And I looked at the footage, it was awkward. I guess when you do an injury, it's always awkward.
Oh, it's never good, a broken hand, trust me.
No, and then news came out about Patrick Cripps playing with a fractured back.
Which is ridiculous, really.
But having injections weekly, and that's really unethical. Player safety, like goddamn.
Well, he's going to have some real problems later in life.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a reality. And he'll have huge problems later in life. So, I know you play hurt for your club. We've all done, I play footy, I play hurt at times.
But so there's a point where it's just like, stop.
Yeah, exactly.
And he needs they need to give him a rest, Carlton. I was looking at the comments on the Instagram post saying, Carlton's always had poor player management.
Well, what can you say?
That's just unfortunate. Like I know it's the captain and all.
Yes.
But it's like he can't be too comfortable out there.
No, that's right.
No, and it could get... The injury could get worse. Like, it's a spine. It's a very important part of everything. It's very essential. It's essential to the nervous system, right? And so like you need to protect that because you don't, you're fucked, basically.
You know what? I feel a disturbance in the force. Oh, I know what it is. We're getting closer to South Australia.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
But yeah, so hopefully Hunter's not out for too long.
Well, they reckon he might actually play this week, so...
He only has surgery to stabilise it. Really, this week?
Well, if he does, he play with it broken, so he can put up with the...
Tom Lynch played with it after surgery, just more like a splint or something while playing, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Tom Lynch did it last year, didn't he? Do you remember that?
I do.
Yeah, so yeah. Anyway, we'll see what happens.
See what happens, exactly right.
Yeah. And the next topic for discussion is the 2021 Indigenous Jerseys.
The what?
2021 Indigenous Jerseys.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll do that from Ararat. So, guys.
No, we're doing this in the car.
Are we?
We're doing all topics of discussion in the car. Hello. Welcome back. We are going to be talking about the Indigenous jerseys. So, on the what do you call it? You can actually buy it now. I'll be buying one. For the Indigenous jerseys, we'll be wearing them. I don't know. What is it? Around what? I don't know. I'll put it in typing here, but like I don't know when we're actually wearing it. I think it's our match against Melbourne, I think.
Oh, is it really?
I think so. I think that's Indigenous round. I'm not 100% sure. But it says on the front of the jersey, in the mode design features the blue lake with people gathering along its banks. Below are footsteps of the traditional owners as they move across waterholes, gathering fresh water from the beautiful limestone coast. The tree gum leaves represent a connection to country, while the boomerang and spears symbolize traditional hunting practices with kangaroos, emus, and goanna tracks. The back of the jersey depicts 3 meeting places, which represents Lindy's family and community at the club, and the possum footprints represents Lindsay's totem with gum leaves. So, what do you? I guess they look really nice. I'm looking at them here. Dad's driving, so he's not gonna look at it. But
I'll have a quick look. Oh yeah, they look really good actually.
They look really nice. Yeah, they do. I guess my question to you is, why do you think Indigenous round is so important?
Well, look, if it's a real attempt, and I'm sceptical about this, if it's a real attempt by the AFL to get Indigenous players, recognised and peoples and that, well, yeah, I think it's a great thing. But if it's just a token thing, then, it's a waste of time, isn't it?
Yeah. But I guess it's like how Collingwood said sorry for those systematic racism that happened in past years. It's like, I feel like just as an AFL as a whole, we're trying to be more accepting and trying to give everyone a chance. Do you have?
Yeah, look, I think that's a good thing, and I mean, we finally at the Doggies we haven't had an Indigenous player for a long time, and we had one play, and it was very exciting. Actually, it was it's good to see. Look, I think that it's a good thing doing football, something that unites people. If it can unite the Indigenous culture with the white culture, so to speak, then I think it's a really cool thing.
Look at all the great Aboriginal players.
Right? Yeah, there is great Aboriginal players.
Yeah.
And I guess it's just talent from just any other community too. But I guess it's more Indigenous round. But it's like, I guess all around, just as a whole, just trying to get, because I remember Ling Zhong, he said, I didn't think Chinese kids could play football.
Well, yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah. So it's like, I guess he's sort of like a stepping stone for Asian kids.
Well, that's because he's like, what? How many Asian players can you name?
Right? I think he's the only one I know about them. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess it's like, of course, everyone's out their spot, but it's like seeing people from different backgrounds, it's really nice to see.
I agree. And I think, it was the same thing for us in the 70s. There were, it was mostly Aussie boys that played, then all us WOG boys came in later, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's sort of like changing the...
we changed the landscape.
Changing the landscape of just AFL.
AFL is meant to be the sport that unites all Aussies.
True.
And Aussies are very...
no matter what your culture is.
Yeah.
If you're part of the First Nations, if you're Aboriginal, if you're Asian, if you're WOG, it should be the sport that unites all.
But I think just all sports should be that, you know what I'm saying?
I know.
Yeah, exactly.
But this is a sport that Australia holds dear to itself.
Yeah, no, but I guess in other sort of sporting news, 5 years ago, I think it was, they had for the Olympic Games, they had they have all the countries in just a flag for the refugees to play under to represent.
Yeah.
Which I thought was really nice.
Yeah. But I like the concept. I think it's good. And I think the AFL should continue to have it. I think that, they're going to. So, yeah, it's a good thing.
And there was one moment I'll never forget in Australian sporting history. Who was that runner? Who was the runner that was...
It looks like Jesus is meeting your face. Look at that. You
Jesus
guys,
is centering my face.
you can't see her
He was
face.
that person who was Indigenous. When she won one of the races in the...
Kathy Freeman.
Kathy Freeman, yeah.
Yeah, not only did she have the Australian flag, she had the Indigenous flag.
Right, and I feel
that's a proud achievement.
Right, and I feel like,
Some people hated it, but You know, I think that's a good step.
I feel like if
because,
you're Aboriginal, you should be able to.
yeah, you should, because that's part of your culture.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
you know,
that's who you are.
but what I think is having two flags is ridiculous. I think they should have one flag which unites both. You know, I think that'd be quite an achievement.
You know,
we have one flag that we both recognise. It has part of the Aboriginal culture. It has part of
Do you think that'll help solve
Well, to be honest,
segregation?
I think it would be a step towards. I don't think it'd solve it entirely, but you know.
No, I said help. I didn't say.
Yeah. But I think at the end of the day, we need to do something like that. You know?
We do, because they are an important part of just Australian history.
Well, they were the first ones.
They are, and I know
they know the land more than us.
like we've treated them badly in the past, and I feel like we can do better, and we need to do better.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say this, but just how cooler does the Indigenous flag look compared to the other?
Right? I know, it's so cool.
Like, it's simple, but it's so nice because it has its meaning. It has a meaning to the land.
It does. It really does.
Yeah.
And
I agree. So that let's develop something that has a meaning for all people. You know.
and so we don't get confused with New Zealand.
Yeah, I think it's ridiculous having two flags. I mean, it's
Yeah.
yeah. I think it's divisive because people are identifying under different banners, which I don't think is a good thing.
Still have the flags, but we have to have one that unites us all.
That's what I just said, George.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like,
Yeah.
well, England has one flag that they have two flags, but they have one that they all unite under.
Right. It's like the United Kingdom has one flag, but then they have different flags
No,
for like
exactly.
each country. So I guess like have a united flag, but like. I guess Aboriginals keep the Aboriginal flag because I guess it's important to them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it's what they identify as. But yeah.
Honestly, I really want to see more. Well, I want to see more players from different cultures playing the AFL. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because it'll be really exciting.
Exactly.
You never know what they can bring to the table. You know what I mean? Who knows? Maybe someone will change the game in a drastic way, in a way that we never thought.
All right, guys. Well, this wraps up this segment.
Next we'll talk about the people we could be getting back from injury.
Injury. Yes. Yeah. Let's talk about that.
And then we'll talk about the AFLW expansion. Hello. So we're going to talk about the other injury list.
The injury. Yes. The injury list.
And then
yes.
after that we'll go straight into AFLW news.
Okay.
So English, Gardner and Williams just have to go through a test, like a fitness test.
Not a maths test.
If they had to do that, I'm pretty sure most of them want to come back. Hunter and Ugelhagen are to be confirmed. Obviously Hunter with hand, Ugelhagen with concussion. McLean is 2 to 3 weeks, but she may be going back to the VFL side first.
VFL. Yeah, that makes sense. He hasn't played for a long time.
That would be logical. Martin with the Achilles, it's 2 to 4 weeks. Richard with his ankle, still 3 to 5 weeks. Vandermeer did damage to his cartilage, I believe, I heard. So it'll be 4 to 6 weeks.
Nothing.
Jongs still with his hamstring, 9 to 10 weeks, which is not too bad, to be honest. Better than some of his past injuries.
Well, I want to talk about Johnny. I really felt for him that day.
That broke my heart.
Oh, look, because he honestly got off to a good start that game. Which game was it again? You forget after all, but
It's before Tigers.
it was before the tie, yeah. And he got off to a really good start, and I thought, good on you, son. Yeah, well done. And then when he went off the ground, you could see he was crying.
Yeah.
I don't blame him, Maria.
He's been through so many injuries.
Yeah.
It's really heartbreaking.
Well, honestly, if he didn't injure himself against West Coast in 2016, he'd have a premiership medal around his neck.
That's just heartbreaking.
That is so heartbreaking, yeah.
And Dunkley is 10 to 14 weeks with his shoulder. I think that's for those who saw the game, it's self-explanatory. Who was it against even?
He missed the Richmond game, so who ever played this before Richmond?
I have no idea. All I know is that
GWS, I think.
GW? Yeah, makes sense. Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, it was GWS because they had the same injuries.
Yeah.
Yeah, like his shoulder popped out twice. I was like, after it popped out the second time, I was like, get this guy off the ground.
Yes. It was a shame, but
I was like, but I love him, but like, get him on the ground.
Oh, look, I mean, he's a fabulous player, Dunks. I mean, yeah, it was just one of those things that happen in football, and
Yeah,
you can't do much about it.
No, you can't. So let's go talk about AFLW news.
Yes, it's how many four more teams coming in?
Yeah, so AFLW will expand from 14 teams to 18 by 2023.
That's good.
That's exciting. So it's not immediate, but
Starting in December.
Yes. Hold on, I'll get the 6th season of the AFLW will start in December and finish before the start of the AFL men's season.
Which I think is a good move.
Yes, because
I was listening to SCN on the way to work, and what they were saying is that the crowds really dropped off once the men started. And that's fair too, because I hate to say this, but once the men started, I had more interest in that than the women's, and I think that's only because of jeopardy. The men's has been going for so long. That's a habit for people. But what was pleasing, they said, when there was no men's competition, there was the ordinary. It wasn't just the hardcore people turning up. It was the everyday football fan that wanted to see a game of footy.
Yeah.
So that was good.
The key point is 4 remaining clubs without an AFLW side will hand in submissions to enter the teams by July 9, 2021. We talked about this in our AFLW podcast.
We did, yes.
That we wanted all 18 teams. And it's going to happen in a few years, most likely, and that's exciting.
Look, it is from their point of view, because they've got a full comp now. You've got everybody in there. Look,
they're adding a few more rounds too,
which will lengthen the season too. I think it's fantastic. And we'll just show the people Ararat. We're just coming past Ararat.
I can't flip this.
You can't flip it? Okay. So we're just gone past the Dunlop Tyre Place.
Past Ararat.
Kentucky Fried next to us over here.
Nice.
The Ararat RSL, which I've drunk a lot of times in there. Yes, it's a wonderful spot.
Yep. It's really exciting to see that the AFL made that push.
I like it.
Yeah.
That's all we can say.
Yeah, that's all. I was like, we talked about it, and now it's happening. That's kind of exciting.
Yes. We were one of the voices in the wilderness.
As if they watched us.
I don't think so.
I doubt it, but that's it for discussions and news in AFL and AFLW. But just a term point, in PSA, we have PSAW and PSAM, PSA women's, PSA men's.
Yes.
AFLM and AFLW.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? It's just AFL and AFL women's.
Yeah, that's fair enough too. You've got to distinguish between the two.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's just a different topic for another time, but that's it for news.
Yes.
Hello, and
we are
welcome back to this poorly produced video.
We're in Adelaide. You can feel the evil.
Okay. So I'm going to go about last week's gameplay.
Yes, that's time for some football talk. Real football talk.
So in the first quarter, I wasn't there. I was trying to get from the netball to the stadium.
So the first quarter, the Dogs started really well.
Yeah.
Kicked 3 goals.
I was looking at the AFL app, but that's no real indicator.
No. And then Carlton sort of came back towards the end of the last quarter. But all in all, it was a pretty good first quarter. They controlled the play. Should have been a lot further in front. They weren't. And look, you can't complain.
Yeah, so in the first quarter, Jordan Street kicked the first goal.
That's right, he did too, yes.
Bailey Smith kicked behind. Anthony Cook Scott kicked a goal. Lucky Hunter then kicked a goal, followed by behind by Josh Bruce. And I just wrote Jason Johannisen. I didn't write down if he kicked a goal or behind.
I think it might have been a behind.
1, 2, 3. No, we kicked 4 goals, so it must have been a Jason Johannisen goal.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, I just No. I literally just wrote down Jason Johannisen.
I remember when Sweet kicked the goal. No joke. Some narc behind me yelled out, "English should kick it."
Oh my God. No, he is good foot, but I feel like English plays more forward. It's more of a secondary ruck.
Correct, yes.
In the second quarter, Josh Bruce kicked a goal. Brooklyn McNeil kicked behind. Josh Bruce kicked another goal. Still a performance by Bruce, by the way.
Oh, it was.
Mitch Johannisen kicked behind and Lucky Hunter kicked behind. So at the end of the first half, we were 6 goals, 6 behinds with 42, and Carlton was 8 goals, 6 behinds with 54.
Look, really, Carlton dominated that quarter, and they did. And I think they had, they kicked a bit straighter, 8 goals, 6. If it was 10-4, it could have been a totally different outcome,
Yeah, can we talk about how, the captain is playing on a fractured back?
Well, I think it's ridiculous giving a guy to play with a fractured back. It's outright dangerous,
I'm just taken aback by that, honestly.
Absolutely. So don't talk much about the second quarter. Let's move on.
Yeah. So in the third quarter, Josh Bruce kicked a goal. Hey. Adam Chalor kicked a goal. Josh Bruce kicked another goal. Aldo kicked it behind, but then redeemed himself and kicked a goal afterwards.
That's it.
And at the end of the third quarter, we were 10 goals, 8 behind with 68, and Carlton was 12 goals, 10 behind with 82.
Well, the first part of that third quarter belonged to Carlton. And then it belonged to the Dogs. We're 27 points down at one point, and I think we were 14 points down at 3/4 time.
I remember because I watched some netball. So what happened, I came back to Coffs Harbour Saturday, went to the football game with Mum because she follows North Melbourne, then went to bed, woke up at 11, went to the netball game, and then went straight to the football game. And so after half time, I was just snacking.
Yeah, fair enough.
I wasn't having any of it.
Was a quarter of halves, like Carlton had their opportunities. What was Carlton's actual score that quarter? We just go back a page here.
82, we were 68.
So 12-10, they kicked, there were 6 behinds for that quarter. They had the opportunity to put the Dogs away. And then when we kicked the last 2 in the third quarter there, I thought, I was confident we'd win it.
Yeah. So in the last quarter, Hunter kicked a goal.
He did, yes.
With his broken hand.
With a broken hand, yeah.
Marcus Montebello kicked a goal. Then Josh Bruce kicked behind. Norton got a goal. Anthony Scott got a goal. He's pretty nicely, Scott, to be honest.
Yeah, I think he's,
He was
absolutely.
on that BFL team, wasn't he?
I think so, yeah.
Josh Bruce kicked a goal, Lipinski kicked a goal, and then Norton kicked it behind to finish off the day.
Well, really, we dominated the last quarter.
It doesn't really matter, but so at the end of the day, we were 16 goals, 11 behinds with 107, and Carlton with 13 goals and 13 behinds with 90.
Yeah, bad kicking cost them, and
they couldn't cost us.
Deservedly so. God, their supporters were arrogant when they were in front, I tell you. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice to beat them.
But your thought overall?
Look, it wasn't one of our better games.
No, it wasn't. If we played that this week against Port,
we'll get killed if we play against Port. But
Port's
you know what?
Side.
We had one of those off days, especially in the first half, and we won ugly, and good teams win ugly.
But sometimes you have to, don't you?
Yeah, look, 2 years ago, that team would have lost to Carlton. So, Carlton's improved, so it shows you that the Dogs have really improved as well. So, whilst it wasn't the best game, they found a way to win, and that's what it's about. Yep. So we're going to go to the stats now.
Yes, we're going to team stats.
We're going to Ozzy Osbourne and Judas Priest's family stats.
Okay. Anyway, team stats, disposals, Bulldogs got 359 to Carlton's 320.
Okay, yeah.
Kicks, we got 221 to Carlton's 199.
Well, I'm surprised at that.
Handball, we won it, always. 138 to 121. The day we get beaten by handballs.
We'll be beaten on the scoreboard as well.
Definitely, yeah. Free kicks, we got 22, they got 19.
We got 22 free kicks?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, the umpires were puzzling again.
Didn't we get free kicks where we tackled a guy, but then when they had the ball, but then got called for holding the man?
Did
that happen that week, or was it the week before?
I think it was the week before.
I don't know.
But still, the umpiring was terrible.
That's always terrible. Hit outs, we got 23 to their 42.
Which really, suits the first year ruckman. And then we had Bruce.
It's like with English, when it's first year too. It will be consistent.
No. So happy with it.
Clearances, we got 43. Carlton got 27.
That tells the story. Yep.
Contested possessions, we've got 131. They got 132.
Well, that's unusual because usually if you win the contested possessions, you win the game.
They only got one more.
They got one more, but still, they got killed.
Contested possessions, we've got 222. They got 187.
Okay, yeah.
Marks, we've got 98 to their 83.
That's very cool.
Marks instead of 50, we've got 19. They got 11.
11, yeah.
Time in front, only 32 minutes and 59 seconds. They're in front by 76 minutes and 57 seconds.
It depends when you get in front.
Yeah, I know, but still, it's like, I think in the last quarter you asked me, do you think we'll win? I was like, 50-50. It's like, if we start off well, there's a chance, but like if we just let them continue the way they're going, we're not going to win. I wasn't confident going either way. But yeah, and tackles, we got 58 to their 46.
Fair enough. Player stats.
So
most disposals is Bompton, Pelly and McRae.
Well,
with 32.
32, yeah. Bont. Bont's having a good season.
I feel like he would get more points if it was like a team in like a few years back.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, for sure.
Definitely. So they both share the disposal, but neither of them got most kicks at handballs.
Well, there you go. Who got the most kicks?
That's Dale with 20.
Nice.
Most handballs is Liberatory with 18.
Okay. Another great game by Libba, actually. Yeah, Tom played a good game, so did Taney. Very happy with the way he
that
wins.
Tony's developed.
No, he's put a bit of weight on over the years.
Hasn't everyone up to their tide?
Well, absolutely, yeah, I know. But with Tom, love the way he's in and under the packs. He gets the hard ball out. He doesn't get the accolades he should, and so we appreciate you, mate.
Of him, most marks is Bruce with 11. At this point, is it just me? Like, Bruce gets the most marks mainly. He does mark a lot.
He does. Well, English does when he's there too.
Yeah, but
he wasn't there.
Like he can't get that.
No, true.
Most tackles is Cholo with 9.
Nice.
It's not Liberatory. That's okay, but he got the most handballs, so that's okay. It's okay. Most hit-outs is Sweet with 17, Bruce with 5, and Norton with 1.
Okay. So the votes.
I need to change my vote. I've changed it 3 times. So my 3 votes are Bruce, obviously.
I agree. I go for Bruce really.
I'm giving Bontempelli 2.
No, I was given Bontempelli 2, but then when I found out that Lockie Hunter had a broken hand in the second half, it's such a gutsy effort, I gave him the 2.
Yeah, and I'm giving Hunter the 1.
The 1. I've given the Bont the 1.
Yeah, sorry, McRae.
Sorry, McRae, Dale, Norton.
Just everyone.
Yeah, just
Liberatory.
Libba and Smitty and
everyone. Yeah,
everyone. Yes.
Everyone's great.
Sorry,
Everyone's
boys.
Phenomenal. Sorry, but maybe. Yeah. Anyway.
Doesn't matter.
So we'll take a short break and I'll add the votes and come up with the new ladder. So
yes.
see you then. Hello. So we just got dinner. The ladder.
Yes.
After round 8.
8, yes.
Yes. Sorry.
7 and 1.
So in my class in the group project for the graphics, I'm doing round 10 of AFL. So I'm confused. Anyway, so number 1 is McRae with 21.
Cool.
Number 2 is Bruce with 12.
Yeah, awesome.
I somehow left him out the last 3 letters. I don't know how that happened. I'm so sorry. Number 3 is English and Bond, tied with 11.
Very good.
4 is Tom Liberatory with 8.
Yep.
Number 5 is Norton with 7.
Yes.
Number 6 is Caleb Daniel with 5.
Yes.
Number 7 is Hunter with 4, finally above Tony. 8 is Tony Liberatory with 2.
He's done well for someone that's retired a long time ago.
Then number 9 is Wood with 1.
Well, very good.
I'm sorry, Wood. We'll try and get you points.
Yeah, Woody, play. We love you, Woody, but yeah, we can only give the votes as we see them.
That's so funny. Anyway, that'll be it for us. We'll come back with next week with a video after we play Port Adelaide. So,
Yeah.
bye.
Bye.